Growing up on an oceanside suburb of Massachusetts, things such as guns, hunting, farming are not part of the social norms.
This is where Zach comes in and shows me, through first-hand hunting experience, the culture behind Maine's favorite pastime of hunting.
Shot right before I shot. I didn't know if you did that. Right in my ear. It's all good. I just didn't want to shoot the gun. My name's Zach Monroe. I'm from Hope, Maine, and I go to Unity College. I'm a junior at Unity College studying Parks and Forest Resources. I come from a hunting family. Grew up hunting. Time I was 10, I've gone out hunting. My father's a big hunter. My grandfather used to hunt a lot back when he was younger. Not so much these days. He's getting old and stuff, but my uncles, cousins, it's a big tradition in my family, as well as, you know, like many other Maine families. It's a big part of our culture. So my family has 4 hound dogs, 3 redbone coonhounds, and 1 Walker Plott coonhound mix, and they are pretty successful in the trial hunts throughout the state of Maine that they have, the coon hunting trials. They've won numerous trophies. I think Zoe's a state champion coon dog, and many of the others are champions and on their way to becoming grand champions. For recreation, we take them on actually going real coon hunts where they pretty much find a coon trail and sniff it out and follow them and tree them. And you know, you can either get to the tree and just train and not shoot the coon, or you can shoot the coon and sell the pelt. Hey! It's a little overwhelming with a kind of small house for the past few years and having 4 dogs isolated to one kitchen area while you're trying to make your dinner and give them their dinner, and dogs are peeing on the floor and having to yell at them for getting into things. It can be very, very crazy, but we love them, so we all do our part, help out. A lot of the, I don't know, kind of animosity towards hunting comes from primarily just people being underexposed to it. You know, a lot of people that aren't from Maine or aren't surrounded by this culture come in and they're not used to it, and it's really easy for them to, you know, be down on hunting. And you know, just the basic fundamental principle of going out and just killing something is not appealing to a lot of people. But I think if you expose yourself to more than just the killing of things and the culture and the connection with the natural world that comes from it, you can see a lot more depth to the sport itself. It's obvious to anybody with a, you know, pretty basic education that food from hunting and gathering is a lot more direct source of food. You can trace, you know, the stages that the food has come from much easier with less steps than from the grocery store. Hunters are pretty much keystone in conservation in the United States, and always have been since the beginning. They pay a lot of money. The licensing and permits and all that goes back to conservation, back to research for the state, and, you know, U.S. Fish and Wildlife to determine better regulation of hunting practices and the like, and goes to other, you know, conservation needs as well. So hunters have really made it the majority of a lot of the finances and efforts for conservation in the United States.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
That's right.
You
First year, not bad, man.
I think we better save his heart, so you need his heart tonight.
Okay. Like I said, I'm just trying to follow the tradition. Be as respectful as
We
I
actually
can
are
to
supposed to
this
eat their
bad boy.
asshole directly after you shoot them.
Absolutely encourage people who are unexposed to hunting to get out and try it. That's really the only way to keep the sport alive and, you know, keep this stigma off from it, is to expose people to it. People that come from families that don't hunt or come from areas where hunting isn't popular, if they come out, be exposed to it, and find a love for the sport, they have the potential to pass that on to their kids or somebody else they know, a friend, their family. So that's really the only way to allow hunting to thrive and to become a cultural pastime for more than just us. I think, you know, before you go off and try to limit hunting, you should really be more exposed to it. I think most people that are anti-hunting are that way because I'd guarantee almost most of them have never been hunting a day in their life, and maybe just go out for a week with, you know, a responsible hunter and somebody who really has passion for the sport, and they'd have a completely different outlook, and then they can make their decision from there. But I think they should be educated on both sides of the issue before they make a hasty decision like that.